Warning, don't listen if it's a podcast you want. This is a Chumcast. Just your basic gabfest among chums. A little news, some entertainment, an annoying opinion or two, and, if you're lucky, maybe even a chuckle.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
So it's time to buckle up. Whetstone Entertainment, in association with Is Chill Productions, presents Don't Listen, a basic Chumcast. And here are your hosts, Big Red and the Shebs.
Remember, everyone, just don't be yourselves.
It's showtime.
Wait a minute. Seriously? We're going back to the showtime, go time, fire it up thing?
Absolutely. So let me finish my line. Fire it up, Big Red.
It's showtime. God, we got to work the rust off, bro.
It's been a long winter's break.
And here we are back in the studio, and the studio feels all strange. Like, we're doing the strange for a little change, and it's cold, but they did bring in some heating units for us.
And Is Chill and Whetstone gave us some new headphones for the new upcoming season 4.
I think this studio could be haunted.
Yeah, of seasons past, absolutely, right?
3 seasons in the books, bro. We're getting old.
We are totally getting old. All that 80s stuff that we have shoved down everybody's throats, over the past three seasons. Yeah.
So you know what I thought was interesting when we looked back at last season?
Yeah.
I was actually flabbergasted because it was so powerful and dramatic. It was so revealing. That whole season was, how come we didn't get any awards? Like, we should have gotten a Golden Globe.
I mean, seriously, how many times did we talk about Caligula?
Oh,
come on.
Have you seen those views on our YouTube channel?
Yeah, the one about Helen Mirren.
I think we've got like 6 or 7 views on that.
And by the way, Helen Mirren was in Caligula, the best movie ever in the video store in the 80s.
Was that last season?
Yeah, season 3. This is what we're talking about.
Oh, what else did we talk about last season that jumps out at you just off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head? Okay, let's talk about, from Netflix, The Brat Pack, Who Shot JR?
Oh,
Saturday
yeah.
Night Fever, Chevy Chase. I mean, come on. And then, of course, we also tipped our caps to the heroes who fought the L.A. wildfires and stuff.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, a lot of
they still haven't built any houses down there.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But we, for everybody out there, we are here in the studios. We've been meeting about season 4, which is about to kick off here for the Don't Listen Chumcast, and they threw us here in the studios. They want to say, hey, let's take a look back at season 3.
So I think that's kind of a good idea. I do not like to live in the past. I don't want to live in the future. I want to be present. I want to be in the moment.
Yeah, but the past you said was so wonderful, so awesome. Let's live in the past. Let's live in our awesomeness.
All right, let's do it. So fresh out of rehab, Charlie Sheen style, let's look back at all the psychobabble from last season of the Don't Listen Chumcast.
Sit your ass down.
I can remember sitting in my Spanish class, and we had a militant, Mr. McCormick. He was like a militant.
I had him too.
He was a militant.
Yeah,
dude.
you messed up, man. He gave you 25 paragraphs of this massive.
I got many paragraphs.
You had to write this paragraph over and over and over.
And he would embarrass you, and you'd sit there and you go, I don't know how to conjugate the verb to be in Spanish. I don't know. And he would go desk to desk to desk. And right next to me was this big defensive lineman named Galen Evans. And he was a badass, dude. I mean, he was a badass. Like, you didn't, he was like 6'8", like, he was like a giant. Like, I didn't even want to make eye contact. Like, you just a dude you did not want to fuck around with. You knew it. Mr. McCormick fucked around with him all the time. And one day he would conjugate the verb to be, Mr. Evans, Galen Evans, or whatever he said. And Galen goes, go fuck yourself. And he gave him 2 fingers. He gave him the 2 middle fingers.
Really?
Yep. through his little desk. Our desks were like 2 pounds.
They were. Yeah.
Right, through his little desk, got up and walked out of class.
Who let the dogs out?
He also falls in love. He gets into the film industry and he falls in love with women, especially Jane Russell. He's got all kinds of women. Good looking guy. He's got a lot of money.
Jane Russell had some breasts.
She had some money breasts, and Howard Hughes decides that he's going to go ahead and invent a bra because he's a breast guy. Some of us are leg guys. Some of us are butt guys. Howard Hughes was a breast guy, right? So he invents a bra. And he was actually, RKO was the name of the studio that he got into there. He was actually casting women based on their breasts.
Wow. Okay.
And you mentioned Jane Mansfield.
Jane Mansfield, yeah. She had some breasts.
Shh. Way beyond stupid.
There was no fear about all the bacteria or all the schmegma or all the piss or everything that was in the water. We didn't even care.
No, you were expected to pee going down the water slides. That's like what you did, right?
Nobody cared. You didn't hear anybody complaining about germs or anybody saying, I'm going to leave here with COVID. None of it.
No, none of that.
None of it. It was all like when things were.
And you knew you were going to have a little sunburn when you came home.
Free and a guy like me and you, it was like a 3rd degree sunburn.
Oh, it was
and
tough.
A few extra freckles.
Yeah, it's tough. That was tough sun out there.
No, that was a good look for me.
No, you did good.
Like a piece of bacon. You could hear me sizzling if you were close enough.
I knew one of our friends was very fair skinned, and she basically sat by a tree in the shade, didn't go in the water because she was just get fried.
Fair skin is handicapping.
It is. It's a handicap.
Sit your ass down.
Let's go back to the 80s.
All right, collars, pop the collars.
So the Space Shuttle Challenger crashed. It killed all 7, and it actually exploded, right?
Exploded, yeah. But I thought this was going to be exciting something, but now let's bring things down a bit. And
do you remember where you were when that thing exploded?
Absolutely. It was in Ken Kurtz physics class.
Oh, Mr. Kurtz.
Mr. Kurtz, B-Wing.
He was laid back.
Yeah, but I think he brought it on TV, and we watched the coverage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Kurtz was into that.
Yeah, I mean, he just brought the TV in, announced what happened, and then...
So it actually exploded. This is Reagan's fault, right? Reagan did this.
No, Reagan didn't do it.
Reagan had something to do with it. He was the president, right?
Oh,
you got to play the blame game. You got to point the finger. That's what we do now.
You go right to the top then. Yep, his fault.
Okay, so it crashed. Actually, it exploded. We'll use the word exploded. It killed all 7 of the astronauts that were on board, and it was like some kind of an O-ring failure because the weather was cold.
Yeah, the O-rings or the rubber material actually doesn't do well in cold. Just depends on what you have. And it was really cold that morning, and that reduces its sealability.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, so then when it goes up and when the rocket goes up, those seals aren't sealing, and that hot liquid gas or whatever shoots out the side and right into that external tank.
Who let the dogs out?
But it was worth it because once you got into Talbot's Toyland, it was a whole new Frosty the Snowman. The train was going above you. The model planes, the F-1 bombers, the B-1 bombers were above you.
It was like the toy store in A Christmas Story.
Yeah, even better because it was real.
Yeah, I know, right there.
And you'd run into your buddies with their mom and dad.
Guess who I ran into there?
Someone hot.
Neil Young.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He could afford it.
Yeah, he came down, and I knew it was him because also clearly it was him. But I walked outside and there was that 1950s car he always drove.
Oh yeah,
sitting right there in the parking lot. Yeah.
He's a La Honda guy, right?
Yeah, he's up in the mountains up there. But yeah, so I ran into him there.
And he had like a compound. The stories are crazy about when you go to Memorial Park up in La Honda. The stories about Neil Young are crazy, right? Like he had a compound. He was a hippie. Anybody who wanted to stay there could stay there with him as long as they could play a guitar.
I'm telling you.
And he showed up at Talbot's.
He was there at Talbot's, probably going to go buy a train.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Kong was developed on this day in history in 1972, and it's really the godfather.
It is the guy. It's like the game that started everything. And you as soon as somebody got it in your neighborhood, They were the central. They were the sun. They were everything revolved around their house because they had Pong. Yeah,
they're the OG of the Sony PlayStation and everything that spawned that came out after that. It basically the Godfather and the OG of all of that is Pong.
Insane in the membrane.
Let's talk about the Bee Gees and the incredible soundtrack that came out of that, right? This is at the height of the truth of the matter is that disco was on its way out in 1977 and John Travolta signed up to do Saturday Night Fever and it actually brought life back.
I thought this was lifting disco. I mean, started the disco, but it had already been around.
It had already peaked and it was on the downhill. And then Saturday Night Fever comes out and the Bee Gees soundtrack, which breaks every record. And you know what I remember? I remember Andy Gibb, that we had a walkathon in San Carlos and Andy Gibb drove around in a frickin' limo. And it was probably 1977 or something, but it was right around Burton
Shadow
Park.
Dancing, baby.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Andy
one of his
Gibb,
songs.
right?
Yeah,
Andy Gibb.
So the soundtrack was huge.
He was not part of the Bee Gees.
He was never a part of the Bee Gees?
No, Maurice and Andy Gibb was the one who dated Valerie Principal, right?
Who named? Oh, Victoria
Principal, yeah.
Who names their kid Maurice?
I don't know.
Maurice.
He was kind of the odd looking one, wasn't he?
I don't think there was a good looking Bee Gee at all.
I thought they were
rough.
all. One guy looked like a lion.
So the story with the Bee Gees is they did so much blow while they were producing this soundtrack. That's like a testament for how good the blow was back then, because the soundtrack was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, it may still be a huge record holder.
They had such high pitched voices.
You know who was in the movie? Fran Drescher.
Oh, I think I knew that trivia.
Fran Drescher. And Travolta had gotten so popular from Welcome Back, Kotter that they had it was filmed in the streets of New York.
Yeah.
So the fans were just showing up and screwing up everything. There were, thousands of people that were showing up just to see Travolta based off of his popularity from Welcome Back, Kotter. And I didn't realize that he was that popular from Welcome Back, but he was.
Yeah, no, that was a good show.
He was that popular. So they had to, it was so disruptive to the production of the film that they had to start filming at midnight, or they had to start filming at times where people would not know that they were filming, so they wouldn't show up and mob him.
Yeah.
He was being mobbed. How old is John Travolta, dude? 1977 he's being mobbed?
It's probably 20 something, right? And that is crazy. Yeah, but you had Barry Gibb.
Been around a long
Barry Gibb
time.
was the one with looked like a lion. He had that huge head of hair.
And that big beard.
And stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
And then Robin was the kind of
Robin.
It's kind of like the odd guy in the middle, the skinny guy. It's like if you had a pickup truck with a bench seat, he'd be the guy in the middle.
Yep.
You never want to be the guy in the middle.
But he was probably doing all the work. He was probably writing all the stuff. He was probably doing a lot of the production.
You never saw him playing instruments. He's always just a singer. Everybody else was playing stuff, but he was just a singer. So.
Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Until this LA firestorm situation hit, the real pressure is on these first responders who are literally doing everything just to keep people breathing.
Yeah.
Right? So these guys deserve the studio naming rights. I mean, and then some, right? And they also deserve a raise of some sort. I don't know what they're making annually, but it's not enough.
Well, it's
right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely. And it sometimes it takes to be reminded of what these people do. You both in police, fire, your medical, on the medical side. I think, we were reminded during the COVID outbreak back in 2020, right?
2019,
2020, right? When all this stuff hit and especially the hospital workers and stuff, we help, been taking care of a elderly gentleman down the street from where I live. And he has a couple medical episodes and the fire department's right there. We take it for granted. Just dial 911 and within 5 minutes, you got somebody at your doorstep.
Sit your ass down.
I told Rachel the story of I've never been insecure, right? And she was like, "Look at you, you've been insecure."
You weren't.
And
You were pretty confident.
So the reason the spawn, the inspiration for this was that when I was a kid, I was the easiest target, right? I was.
Well, you're 6'9", yeah,
very tall, very pale, very freckled, very red,
ginger,
right? So I was very easy.
Floods.
But what came from that? Oh yeah, no pants fit correctly. They were always too short.
It's been your complaint.
Actually, they were hand-me-downs. They were hand-me-downs from my tall brother.
That's why you had to peg your pants, just to make it look like you was a style.
See, don't give that away.
All right.
The whole inspiration for this was remembering when I was a kid how I didn't know that I was insecure, but I was actually a target of a lot of people that made fun of me. There were I was like a magnet for bullies for whatever reason, because I could roll with it, I think, a little bit. And it didn't seem to bother me, so people could kind of go with that. But the older that I got, my insecurity kind of came from being attracted to beautiful girls that and I couldn't approach them.
Giddy up, cowboy.
Production they put on there.
Oh, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's where you went and saw it, yeah.
I went there because girls I had crushes on were in that.
Oh,
they were
really?
actually in that production. Right. So
I had trouble staying up at midnight. So I did go, but I remember being, God, I'm tired.
Yeah. Rocky Horror Picture Show didn't start until midnight.
You had to go to the midnight showing.
Yeah. So I had to sneak out. out.
Oh, you couldn't go out beyond that?
No, I could not go out beyond.
See, I was a rule follower, so I could go and do anything I want, as long as I just told them what I was going to do.
See, my parents were Nazis.
Who let the dogs out?
Neon signs are in bars. They're Budweiser, Lowenbrow, they're Coors. What are they?
Well, do you remember anything about Radio City Music Hall?
That's a good neon sign.
Yeah, that was
Carlos Club, one of our studio names. Great neon sign.
How many people did that draw in on the El Camino?
Like flies, absolutely.
Yeah. So the Radio City Music Hall is probably the most recognizable in the U.S. That was installed in 1932.
Good call.
Then we go to Seattle for Pike's Place Market.
Yeah, you bet. They throw the fish, right?
That was installed 5 years before Radio City Music Hall in 1927. And then Domino's Sugars. This is on the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, and it's probably the biggest, maybe in the world. It's a 40-footer, and it's beautiful. Besides Baltimore being ghetto, the neon sign is still there, and it's huge.
Is out here in the Bay Area, is the C&H Sugar neon?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it is.
That's a good call.
But maybe.
It used to be. It may not be anymore.
All right, just thinking.
But probably the most recognizable for the many crickets out there that are listening to the Chumcast today, the DLC, would be the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go.
And that was not installed until...
blah, blah, blah.
A personality that, based on a person's belief, it's a personality that's based on a person's belief that they simply deserve privileges and recognitions for the things that they do not
deserve. That was a nice dramatic pause.
Everybody wants something for nothing, but now it has become a plague.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. A lot of stuff about the Gen Zs and all this, the millennials and Gen Zs, it's they're really into experiences, right?
The world owes them something.
So when something doesn't go right, that's their whole purpose is for experiences. And so they just take that they don't take it like, stuff happens. No worries. It'll be fine. There's their whole day is ruined. Their whole week is ruined. Their month is ruined. Their life is ruined. It's like having a freaking sixth grader and gets a boyfriend, and then they break up the next day, and they're going to kill themselves.
Yeah, the world owes them something in exchange for nothing. That's entitlement.
That's it.
Right? You better check it before you wreck it. It is the Don't Listen Chumcast, and we're going to be back in just a few minutes with more train wrecks for you.
This mind virus is no joke.
This is how we party.
The Don't Listen Basic Chumcast.
Man boobs and love handles. I swear to God, we are so lame.
I am. The more I listen to what we just heard from season 3,
I'm scarred.
yeah, lame is being polite.
It left a mark, dude.
I'm telling that season 3 stuff. I'm surprised anybody listens.
But the man boobs and the love handles that I mentioned, Shebs,
Yes.
the 3 crickets that are listening and
Yeah.
the slurp lizards
Yeah.
that are listening to this shit, they want to kiss them and they want to lick them and they want to caress our love handles and our man boobs. Sometimes.
We're gonna get thrown off the air.
But these people don't realize that the real freak off is coming up right now.
The Don't Listen Basic Chumcast.
Order. Guilty as charged.
I guess we got to get into the Valentine's Day Massacre, which is what he's mostly known for. That was in 1929.
Yeah, let's make this an uplifting event.
Capone had his this is just so brilliant. Like, it is so brilliant what he did here. He had all of his people dress up in police uniforms.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
how devious is this? I mean, who's reading this history? Like, I wonder who is, besides us, who is reading this history. So, he has all, oh my God. And they just take care of everybody. They just knock it all out.
And then as kids growing up in the 70s, we were started to get exposed to those Time Life books. You would start to see those black and white photos from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, and you're just going, wow.
They dressed up as cops, and then they shot up everything in sight until they got to the mob boss that he wanted to take out. They literally took out everything that was standing.
Apparently, it was a massacre.
The Don't Listen Basic Chumcast.
Giddy up, cowboy.
I'm telling you, it's all about the idea, the luck, and the timing with all of these billionaires. They are like God blessed. I mean, they have the horseshoe directly up their asses.
That's what it's all about.
Unicorns and freaking lollipops.
The guy should love late fees because that's what gave him this idea.
So by 2000, this is interesting. By 2003, they have gone from being worth 50 million to being worth 272 million. That's in 2003, and in 2004, it's doubled to 500 million.
Hello, letter N.
And they're sending out 1 million films a day, and they're picking up all the shipping.
Yeah,
right. Bezos, right? Everybody is lifting somebody off of somebody in this community of billionaires.
Follow the lead, right?
Right. So, and they offered, and Bezos, they loved Bezos. Like these two guys worshiped him, and Bezos came to them and offered him. Amazon came and offered him 16 million. And they said, no, we'll keep it.
Giddy up, cowboy.
1970. Jimi Hendrix, he made his final. So you're very close. This was his last live appearance at the Isle of Fehmarn in what all is good, Germany.
Oh, it's Germany. I kept thinking it was England. Okay,
Germany. The you spell this Fehmarn, Fehmarn.
Oh,
Alles gut, ja?
Ja.
Guten Abend.
Good. Wie geht's? Nein, mein Körper kriegst du nicht.
So on this day in history back in 1970, Jimi Hendrix' last live performance, he died 12 days later after choking on his
guitar.
Chicken. No.
He wasn't choking, was he?
He choked on his vomit.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got all fucked up.
Oh, it was Mama Cass who did the ham sandwich, right?
Mama Cass had one too many ham sandwiches.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy was on a diet. I think he kept a pretty good physique. He was probably working out pretty hard. But he died 12 days later from what they're calling, the other guy who choked on his vomit was John Bonham. Oh, no. Who's the lead singer of AC/DC?
Oh.
The Scottish guy?
Yeah.
He choked on his too. The only thing
Bon Scott.
And the only thing you ever choked on was your chicken.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong.
I do kind of wish Hunter some luck. I mean, I do wish him, success in his life and moving forward,
He paid the
turning
piper.
it around. I always look for these guys, these fuck ups. I always look for them to learn their lesson and turn it around. And, RFK turned it around, right? He's trying to get himself straight. I can't listen to the guy talk, but, he's trying to get himself straight.
I wanted this.
That's the one question that I want the journalist to ask. Like, dude, what the fuck happened to your voice?
I hate people.
So the time was right? The 80s was this time. It was a great time to recycle this glamour, right? Because the original Brat Pack was Vegas and Sammy and Sinatra. There was a certain glamour to that group, right? So the time was right in the 80s to recycle all of the abundance of glamour and, Emilio Estevez, Ali Sheedy, Demi Moore, Rob Lowe, Molly Ringwald, judd Nelson, Andrew McCarthy, and Anthony Michael Hall.
That, to me, that's the Brat Pack.
That is the official.
That's the 8, kind of the core Brat Pack. But the other people start adding other people in, like, no.
Exactly.
Like they're online. Corey Feldman.
No. He was always annoying.
John Cusack.
No. Oh, he's probably pissed though because he was trying to get parts. He's the same age and he was trying to get parts at the same time. But he 16 Candles. He was like the extra nerdy.
Kiefer Sutherland, Patrick Swayze. No, that's not. It's not the Brat Pack. It's kind of the Pretty in Pink, St. Elmo's Fire. You could even argue Demi Moore on it, but there was this. That's the solid 8. It's not all these other people around this thing.
Well, the
James Spader maybe could come close.
Oh, he was in all those movies.
Yeah, but he comes close. I think he's probably the closest of the
James Spader.
Spader.
He always talked like James Spader.
The Don't Listen Basic Chumcast.
Way beyond stupid.
Look, think about moms. Moms are people pleasers all the time. They've got to do it all. Moms are doing it all from the jump.
She was not pleasing. My mother was not pleasing me.
She got sick of it.
Whacking me with a wooden spoon, but
She ran out of energy.
But I deserved it, though. I don't know.
So control does play into this. This was kind of interesting. The people pleasers who they really can't give up control, and they allow others.
Sounds like a politician.
They can't give up control. That's
say yes to everybody, right?
Right. So it's noble. I think sometimes it's rewarding to be a people pleaser, but the end game for people pleasing without having the proper balance, it's really toxic and I think it's pretty unhealthy.
Save the drama for your mama.
But 1977, if we take a look at 1977 for the year that it was in film, listen to this: Star Wars, Smokey and the Bandit, Close Encounters, Saturday Night Fever, The Spy Who Loved Me, and don't forget George Burns and Oh God.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this golden era, man. For as much shit as the 70s get, they actually there was some good stuff there.
I hate people.
You get to Dealey Plaza, and the first thing you recognize is it looks exactly the same. It is from the Zapruder films, all the pictures about the Kennedy assassination. That area is exactly the same. A couple differences, like so the trees have grown, you know, a grassy knoll and stuff. I mean, that's kind of normal stuff.
That's ridiculous. I'm not going.
Some of the signs and stuff, but you know, famously that he was behind the sign in the Zapruder film before he got shot in the neck. That's gone because stuff has changed. A lamppost has moved from the edge of the curb to the edge of the sidewalk, back of the sidewalk. But other than that, it is exactly the same.
Welcome to Crazy Town. All aboard!
This is what the slaves did. Like, how would you react if you were a slave? You'd been a slave for 400 years, and your slave owner came up to you and said you were free. What would you do? What was the first thing you'd do? Go to the casino?
I don't know.
Would you go to the bar?
Give everybody a middle finger. I don't know.
Yeah, me too. I would definitely start with a middle finger.
Man.
I would definitely start with a fuck off.
Who let the dogs out?
I was huge mixtape guy. Luke Skywalker and the 2 Live Crew. You've never heard of them? You missed out. You need to go onto YouTube and listen to it and see if you don't smile. See if you don't smile when you're listening to Luke Skywalker and the 2 Live Crew. It is great.
That's one group?
That is one group.
I thought it was 2 Live Crew. I've heard of 2 Live Crew, but where did Luke Skywalker go?
He's the dude. Oh, I think I don't know. I don't know where he went, but they were great. They were great. And it was Sir Mix-a-Lot was also really good.
Again, I know the names, but
NWA, Rob Bass, DJ Easy Rock was also huge. I know you've heard of Run DMC.
Yeah, absolutely. With Aerosmith, yeah.
How about Kid and Play?
I've heard of them. The guy with the big hair afro, right?
Salt and Pepper?
Absolutely.
I
recognize the songs, but I couldn't tell you.
Oh my God, they were great. Yeah. And then the white boys from New York, from Brooklyn came around. The Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys, yeah.
Right. And of course, Public Enemy. The list of these bands that were busting onto the 80s. This rap scene was endless. It was fresh and it was fun. And it was actually a great change of pace. It couldn't have come in at a better time. But honestly, it took a long ass time for rap to hit the mainstream. Yeah.
The Don't Listen Basic Chumcast.
Order. Guilty as charged.
Remember when we were drinking Sapporo kegs back at Carmel High School?
Can I tell you, I never saw anybody from the 80s, or us great Gen Xers, doing what millennials and Gen Zs do right now, is that they intermit. Oh, I'm going to have a glass of water. Well, I have a beer.
Never.
Glass of water.
Never.
Beer, glass of water. It's like, no, you had beer, or you had a Bartles and James wine cooler, and you kept going. You didn't put water in there.
And then the real problem was that you would go, oh, let's do a little beer, then let's do a little California cooler, then let's do a little more beer, and then let's go back to the California.
Oh, here's a shot of tequila.
Oh, my buddy's got some Smirnoff.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. No, it was horrible.
But back in those days, there was no. The older we get, the less tolerant we become.
Okay.
So the tip we're going to leave you with, the hypocritical tip that we're going to leave you with here at the DLC will be: drink water with your booze, eat while you're drinking, limit the intake, and 1 drink per hour.
If you want to be a pussy.
You have the right to remain silent.
I don't blame her. I think I would have been in love with her too. I would have been trying to get that all day. All day, every day, working my swerve.
Maybe she might ask you to the Sadie Hawkins dance over there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I would be holding my breath.
Yeah.
She would have been the hottest chick in town.
Yeah, go to the winter formal.
She was the most powerful woman of her time. And if you look, this is very interesting, like Mark Antony. If you look at Mark Antony's military defeat and, his suicide, and you also look at...
But Mark Antony committed suicide?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And that's something you should also Google.
All right.
And you take a look at her ordering of Julius Caesar's assassination. Just those two things may may be possible that she, not he, she was the most powerful person, not he, not she, person, the most powerful person ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Boy, the Shebs is loving the season 3 rewind, bringing back lots of great memories, Big Red.
It's an extravaganza like no other.
All right, I have to go to the restroom. Can we take a quick break?
Check it. Don't wreck it.
We'll be right back for more Best of Season 3 right here on the Don't Listen Chumcast.
Ignorance is no excuse. This Chumcast is not safe. Don't listen.
The Don't Listen Basic Chumcast.
It's Big Red, the Shebs. We're on the highway to the no danger zone. And I got to tell you that I feel like I've got to let my nipples free.
Oh, please do.
We got receipts, dude. We got to let the nipples go, man. Free yourselves. Because I'm a little enthusiastic about that extravaganza of a season we had last year.
Season 3 was one for the record books. We've had great participation from Chumcast Land, and we are here in the studios. We were here talking about Season 4, which is about ready to begin, but they threw us in the studios. We're taking a look back at Season 3 the way it was.
So pass the awesome sauce, and let's get back to more of the extravaganza that was Season 3.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Back in the day, because we're old geezers at this point, we hung out at malls. We went to video arcades. Like, we didn't have Sega. We didn't have the PlayStations, right? We didn't have the phones. We didn't have any of that stuff. So what was uniquely awesome, the only thing I think I really, fashion on what made it so great was you could walk in the doors. Once you finally got there, you could walk in the doors and staring you in the face would be a movie theater, the ice rink, as I'm imagining this in my mind, a video arcade, and the food court, all in the same exact spot. You never had to move all day. And you could sneak from theater to theater to theater, and nobody cared.
And remember, the thing was about the ice rink, it was in the middle of the mall, meaning you could go to the mall and sit by the side of the ice rink and watch people fall.
Yeah, Vegas style.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was its own thing. It was for show. It was
faux show.
Everybody's incompetence on the ice was there for everybody to watch before the movie started.
Insane in the membrane.
Are we born into heaven? I don't know. Or is this purgatory?
Right. Or there's a lot to, if you really get into it and you're smoking the right stuff, you can think a lot about this.
Hanging out with you right now feels like purgatory, right?
It's always purgatory. Hanging out with you is like pure hell.
Yeah.
It's like worse. I can feel the flames on my freaking crotch right now.
I feel it. I tell you from the pre-recording meetings. Yeah, I feel like I was hell for everybody around here. Yeah, that's okay.
My point with this is pretty simple. I think that there's a possibility that we're programmed, and this is really what we call our consciousness, or what we're aware of.
Yeah.
So, and we have the ability to create our own heaven or our own hell. So the question is it possible for a human to create his own heaven or his own hell here in this consciousness. And we're taking it to a level of deepness that requires,
I don't know,
a dramatic pause.
Order. Guilty as charged.
We have the lurkers. These are all the different stereotypes, right? You have the lurkers. You have their cousins, the stalkers. Right? Right, dude? Those guys that are only commenting on the hot chicks.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Hugs. Right? So the lurkers.
Or those girls commenting on us.
Oh, my God. The super fans.
Yeah.
They can be creepers, too.
I know.
It's not like
remember Stacy from Gilroy?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, she's
I think she still kind of pokes her head in.
She pokes her head in, but we don't read her stuff. But.
So the lurkers and their cousins, the stalkers, lead the way. Then you've got the virgins. VIRGINS, virgins.
Okay.
And they're the ones who have accounts but have no time or no inclination to manage an online image or the brand.
Yeah, they put a profile picture up and it's always fuzzy.
Or it's of their cat.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what are you doing?
Their favorite golf clubs.
Yeah,
it's
way to go.
It's from like 1986.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see what else we have here. You have
more categories?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of the ranters and their cousins who are the informers. So you have the ranters who will go off on whatever they think they know. Mm-hmm. And then you'll have the informers who are telling us what we don't know.
Yes.
But we do already know it because it's been already all over social media.
Is there a category for firsters? People who want to be the first to tell everybody something happened?
Well, that would be the informers, I think.
That's a version of the informers.
And the ranters are the ones who tell you, oh, man, there are so many friggin' ranters, dude.
Bob Hope died. We run to the... I'm going to post right now. Oh, so sad to hear about Bob Hope.
Are we ranters?
Are we ranters?
Yeah, what do you think? On the Don't Listen Chumcast Facebook page, are we ranters? No.
No, we're no.
The Don't Listen Basic Chumcast.
Here we go. Rob Lowe taped himself having sex with a 14-year-old, and that was in 1988. And now he's Mr. Cool Guy.
Yeah. It was back in, VCR days.
You can't live in the past. But just let that sink in. He was boning a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old.
She was 14, really?
Yeah. 14, dude.
Oy.
And the guy's still working. But that's kind of Hollywood, right? They're all kind of, doing crazy stuff.
I hate people.
Good guy.
It's
good,
not that.
I mean, good repertoire of stuff, but he
could have been one bad mother, but we decided to put him on more cowbell because really his heyday was in the 80s.
Yes, but is he an a-hole in real life? I think he is.
I don't know. I think he might just get a bad rap.
I don't know.
So I did see a clip while we were doing this segment. I did see a clip with him and Howard Stern. And Stern was like, what was the deal with you and Bill Murray? And he's like, oh, yeah, Bill Murray thought his dick was the biggest dick at SNL. It was all about him and Belushi being bullies and, acting like they ran the whole thing. And Chevy Chase came in there, and I think he was just doing the
news
the
thing.
anchor guy.
Yeah, right.
Not necessarily the news. What do they call that?
Headlines or I don't know.
Anyway, Bill Murray, got in his face or whatever. And there was a little bit of a scuffle that went on there. Right. But look, there's a lot of stories out there about Bill Murray being a dick. He puts on that whole, I'm Mr. Nice Guy. Everybody
he goes to Pebble Beach and dances with old ladies. I mean,
it's a show, right? Behind the scenes, he's supposed to be a big a-hole too.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Michael Jackson actually took a chimp captive. That's what we call it. We call it captive.
Yeah.
Right? And what a douchebag for doing that. That's not a cool thing to do to an animal that should be living in the trees, having a good time with his buddies in Africa.
Yeah.
But Michael Jackson, again, was not a minimalist.
No.
He was collecting.
Yeah.
So not cool.
Collecting Webster.
The further we get away from this Michael Jackson death thing, the more of a douchebag that guy.
Good music, but outside he's a little weird.
Save the drama for your mama.
For all the 80s kids out there, this has to transition to the movie.
Oh yeah, you're into the movie
Caligula.
Yeah, who was in that movie again?
Well, it had A-list actors. I mean, back Malcolm McDowell.
Oh yeah,
Helen Mirren.
oh yeah,
Peter O'Toole.
oh man,
And it's a porno.
oh nice.
And being an 80s kid, because the movie was not rated as a porno. It was rated, I think it had no rating. So you could go rent Caligula, fast forward to the porno scenes that were directed by Bob Guccione of Penthouse magazine. So he's one of the directors.
Nice.
So he did the orgy scenes.
Oh yeah.
He got all his actresses to come in and be in the orgy boat.
My dream job.
Got some midgets, little people.
How come we didn't get tickets to that orgy boat?
Well, I'm just saying that you got to watch the movie because it's fantastic.
All right. So where would we find the movie now? YouTube?
Yeah, go on YouTube, go online, do something.
Stream it on Netflix?
I'm sure it's there somewhere, but
what year?
It was came out in 1979. Now it's a serious representation of the piece, and they wanted to be very graphic about the sexuality of that time, like about Caligula.
Nice.
Boinking his sister.
Blah, blah, blah.
You know, John Belushi's career was very short. His career just went from 72 to 82.
Yeah.
That was it. And he was gone before we knew it.
I wasn't a Saturday Night Live guy until later.
Me neither. I wasn't really allowed to watch adult content.
Yeah, it just wasn't. It was on too late. I like to sleep, et cetera, et cetera.
We were young.
I didn't want to get sleep deprivation. So, but Animal House, straight up, that's where it was like, okay, this guy's funny.
Right. Best known, John Belushi was best known for Saturday Night Live, Animal House, and The Blues Brothers. A couple of other movies that I could recommend was a comedy called 1942.
Oh, okay. Sure, I know that one.
And Neighbors.
I don't know that one.
That was with Dan Aykroyd. The interesting thing about Neighbors is he was so coked up. That was like one of the big... So SNL during the 70s was all cocaine. 70s and 80s, that was just mounds and mounds and mounds of cocaine. And Neighbors, if you go to Blockbuster and you
go rent it
and you rent Neighbors, you can actually pick up on that. You can actually kind of see the freaking jolting and the weirdness and the ticks and the talks. You can kind of see that Belushi was freaking on it.
Way beyond stupid.
So we don't fool around when we're up against the time.
No, they're kicking us along. We've been bowling strikes all segment
without the gutter guards.
Yep.
Well, let's get into Jack London. I don't even think that people are aware of what an amazing, crazy town motherfucker.
Is he known outside of the Bay Area? Because in the Bay Area, there's Jack London Square, which is known here in the Bay Area.
It's Oakland.
Yeah.
No one wants to admit that they know anything about Oakland at this particular juncture of history.
Point taken.
Right. So Jack London, I think most of us who live here or who have ties or roots here to the Bay Area, they're familiar with the name Jack London. But the question is, who was he and why is he so important to the Bay Area?
Yeah.
Right. So one thing's for sure. He's a writer, and these American writers were fucking cuckoo. They were completely fucking nuts.
I hate people.
That's the other beautiful thing. It's like natural crack. Like coffee is like the get up and goer. It's like the power thruster before crack and cocaine and all that stuff.
It's a routine before I write my daily affirmations.
Something people don't know that's very interesting is that coffee also fights against diabetes. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and heart failure.
No, I didn't know that.
Right?
I mean, that's why I'm doing so good.
Oh, you drink a lot of coffee?
Just 2 cups in the morning.
See, I don't know if that's really making a dent.
Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
His son. He has a son that's still living. Jimi Hendrix never met his son.
What?
Yeah, never ever met his son. His son's name is, for people who want to Google this, his son's name is James Daniel Sundquist. Sun, Sund as in dog, Quist. Right? That is the son of Ava Sundqvist. I don't even know. It's like a / last name. But we never heard of Ava either. But she is accused. Ava is actually accused of drugging him. Like they were all into drugs. So she's potentially, anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Jimmy had a tough life. He only lived to be 27, but Jimmy never met his kid. And Jimmy's father, Al Hendricks, inherited his entire estate, and it was the most litigated estate of all time.
Don't listen, chumcast.com.
That's one bad mother.
Oh, I'm fired up for this.
One bad mother.
Yeah. And there's no shame in our game. I'm going to be completely upfront about Sacagawea.
Okay.
Sacagawea didn't get the credit that she deserves.
Yeah, it sounds like Pocahontas really took all the credit from.
No, what did Pocahontas even do?
I don't know. She was a Disney character.
Yeah, she had a crazy name like Sacagawea.
Okay,
so let's fill the crickets in on Sacagawea. 1788, she was born. She very young, died at 25. She died in 1812, but she was the unquestioned MVP of the Lewis and Clark expedition.
Okay,
the MVP.
Save the trauma for your mama.
You know, I haven't gone. I only went, I'm just trying to think of who I've seen at Shoreline. I think I've only ever seen two main acts. I've seen Bon Jovi twice.
Who opened for him?
Skid Row, and the first one was during the Slippery When Wet tour.
Oh.
And Cinderella opened up for them.
Wow.
That was a good show.
Wow.
It was a good show. That was my second concert I think I ever went to.
Who went with you?
To that one, Michael Augustini.
He's a musician.
Yeah.
He knows good music.
Yeah. I was worried. He was one of the guys. Yeah. We talk about that. So, and then I took my brother to Bon Jovi New Jersey tour where Skid Row opened for them.
May have been even better than Slippery When Wet.
It was good. It was good. And the problem was that my brother was little and everybody stood up. He couldn't see.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of helped him up to stand on kind of the seat.
Oh, you had seats. You weren't on the lawn.
No, we were both were on the
up close.
Oh, that one were on the seats. This one were on kind of the side, midway.
I bet those Bon Jovi shows were packed.
It was totally packed.
Yeah.
But we were kind of at the end of the row to the side, and the security lady kept telling me, "Get him down. He can't stand on the seat rails. I said he can't see.
Yeah, give him a break.
What do I do?" And she said, "No." So I held my brother.
Sit your ass down.
Hall and Ringwald never had to audition for a single role because Molly Ringwald was having a relationship with John Hughes. And
she had a relationship with that guy?
Yeah.
With the director, the 80s historian?
The director of directors. Like John Hughes was the man.
He was the
80s,
man
right?
capturing all this stuff.
But when that relationship went south,
she was doinking him.
Yeah, that's how she got all the roles. And when that relationship went south, Hughes was so pissed off, he wouldn't cast her, and she moved to France. It's a very little known.
That's why I didn't know she was doinking
and she
him.
has not hardly worked since.
No.
So see, that's how that works. When you're a big time director, you can get them all, but he could have done a little bit better than Molly Ringwald, I think. Yeah, buddy. That was a good ride, wasn't it?
That was an amazing look back at an amazing season 3.
And you know what I kind of figured out is that we don't need these crappy YouTube subscribers. We don't need these stupid likes or any of the thumbs up or any of the comments on Facebook. That's all tired and kind of overrated.
Yes, we do.
I mean, who cares about these stupid donations and sponsorships?
I care.
You cannot take them with you when you die, buddy. It's just you and your karma.
Well, I mean, I still care. It's okay.
I think it's very nice that the crickets, the slurp lizards, and the subhumans joined us for this little super extravaganza.
Yep. And now we get to look forward, right? Season 4. And you and Rachel, you've been working on some stuff, right?
Well, we've worked on a little bit of stuff, but what we mostly worked on is freelancing. We're going to do a lot of freelancing.
Okay.
And a lot of nipple freeing.
Okay.
And a lot of crazy spider monkey material. There's a lot of that coming.
Okay. Well, I just want to thank everybody for listening to season 3 best of. And can't wait till season 4.
And just remember that if you are feeling a little low, maybe a little depressed, call the Suicide Prevention Hotline at 866-903-3787. And remember that all we want is on the other side of fear.
Bye, Felicia.
Don't listen. A Basic Chumcast has been an exclusive presentation of Whetstone Entertainment in association with Is Chill Productions. Subscribe, follow, like, and share us while on your favorite social media hangouts and our YouTube channel. We're not into begging, but if you like us, review us and support us by continuing to check us out on your favorite podcast platforms. Find more fun and hit us with your feedback at don'tlistenchumcast.com.
Yeah, that's fantastic.